So yeah, there is one video, guys. Tell us what you think about it in the comments, and then we are going to watch another one. Okay, 1 second. I need to find another one. Okay, here. This is why dating gets harder as you get older. Let's watch this one.
As you get older.
Hold on. I'm going to. Can you see it, guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's going, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is why it gets harder and harder to find somebody. And it's not what you think, I promise you. I'm going to start with a little story. And for those of you who say I talk too much, well, screw you. Just hit the fast forward button, all right? But I'm going to tell a story because the story is.
What is it, guys?
Not asshole. I thought asshole was bad, but how come she can tell us to say screw you?
Yeah. Well, it only works one way. It's okay for women to behave that way. It's not okay for men to be assholes because men were supposed to be nice.
Well, okay. I want to put a pin in something here. Note when all these videos are posted 4 days ago, 5 weeks ago. Nothing major has changed. Women are still trying to program men to behave according to the feminist playbook. Just put a pin in that thought.
Back on the plantation. Yeah, get them on the plantation.
Yeah,
exactly.
They are also programming younger women to behave that same way.
No. It's not about this specific videos. This is a general observation that I've seen so far. Nothing has changed about the messaging. Just you can keep going now.
Okay.
What prompted the video? I'm pulling things from real life here, people. Always thinking about things to help you. All right, so I'm sitting at the sushi bar, and the young guy that was waiting on me, and I don't like young guys, right? I'm not looking for young dudes. And he wasn't hitting on me. It wasn't about that. But let me tell you what made him so attractive. He was so excited with energy about what he was doing. He was telling me about his new film editing job, and he and his brother are producing some little short film, and they wrote a treatment, and he's just telling me all about it. And I mean, his eyes were just lighting up. And I think what happens is as we get older, that spark, that excitement, that passion starts to die off. It's called life. And I know it happens. But when you go through the world and you're just dull and your energy is dull, and you're not excited about anything, and you're not smiling, and you're not, I mean, this kid was genuinely on fire. And I was like, damn, I don't even like young guys, but he's so adorable right now. And it was his energy. I mean, yeah, he was like 6'3", surfer. But it was his energy. For sure it was his energy. So you've got to like yourself.
For sure was his energy.
I know, right?
She just told on herself. Oh.
And okay,
it didn't matter. Why did she have to say that?
Well, and for a lot of the guys out there watching, I want you to see this from your blue pill mentality. She was doing so well, and then she just had to slide in that he's a 6'3", dude with a surfer body.
Say it yet. She's going to say it, darling. You
are. And she's not attracted to young guys, but he's a young guy. Oh, and he's giving her attention, and he was full of energy. Oh, you mean he was Chad with some game?
Yeah, right.
Even though he wasn't really maybe, trying to interact with her on that level, but he was not merely just attractive, but arousing.
But also notice what kind of message she's sending to younger women, what younger women should be paying attention to. Or if a guy is this emotional or passionate about what he's doing, if he has the spark in his eyes, if he has the game, right? So all women are paying attention to the guys who have game. How many guys have game?
First thing, she has to notice him. He was 6'3", so she noticed him. Then he used game. If he was 5'6" and was using game on her, man, that little twerp was just kind of a pest, and he was full of himself going on and on, but he was only 5'6". Who does he think he is? Okay, so that says something. Another thing is, what did she want? She wanted a guy who had excitement. Does she want a boring man? Does any woman want a boring man?
No, no.
Okay, so she's like all women. He brings excitement. Excitement is kind of like drama. It's that spark because she's attracted to a guy who's leading, who's on his own life adventure, and then she wants to come on that adventure. But once she gets him, then she tries to subdue him and have him serve her life adventure.
Yeah.
And then she loses attraction.
But it's still, when you base your decisions on that excitement and spark, it's basing your decision on tingles. Do I have tingles for this guy? Do I really, does he excite me? You know, it's not, it's very short-sighted.
But it's very necessary.
Mm.
That's the attraction component. When
So,
Elena,
Steve,
when you first met Plutarch, didn't he excite you enough that you stayed with him to learn more about him? If he was a boring guy, and the excitement could be physical, could be mental. He can challenge you, meet you on a mental basis. Oh, wow. He's a smart guy. I'm stimulated. He's challenging me. I can be myself. He accepts me. Yeah, this is exciting. And so then you continue on. So
Hey,
yes,
Steve.
and yes, it is also tingles, which is necessary,
Mhm.
but not sufficient.
Yeah.
One of these days, because I don't think we've actually done this, we should tell the story of my first 12 hours of meeting her. The short form is she put me through the ringer and I didn't crumble. And
It was after that long flight.
well, yeah, I mean, everyone knows that we were, that we were a long distance. But yeah, she put me through hell basically because she was totally unaware of what I had to do to get there. And so yeah, she just but I did it. I was the key thing though is we were out with her friends and I was charming not just to her but to them too. And her friends all decided they like me. Men, if you can win her friends, you've already won.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
Well, let's
so-
get back to this video. Oh, what, Steve? Did you want to
okay,
add?
so Steve here about this video.
Mhm.
What does it demonstrate about reading women here? It's not what they're saying. What do you say? You listen to what they're saying, but there's an underlying message. How would you put it?
Yeah, watch what they do, but you come up with the premise. You form this mental image. All women react to game. All women want excitement. All women look for an attractive man. Okay, then listen to her and you understand her passion. But you know what? She's behaving just like all women. She's
Mhm.
not a unicorn. So don't think she's unique. Use what she's saying and doing to modify the stereotypical image of women.
And it's also that they leak information, right? As they talk.
Right.
They tell on themselves all the time. They can't
you
help
ha-
it.
But you have to read between the lines to get the message.
Well, you have to, you guys, you also have to be paying attention to what they're saying, and you have to, okay, pay attention to what they're saying, read between the lines, and learn some womanese. they tell on themselves, but they don't stick up a giant flag that says, this is exactly what I mean. She has spent most of the, like, look at how we reacted to this video. She spends most of this video talking about this interaction with this guy. And what is the thing that caused us all to go, just bananas? Oh, he's a 6'3" dude with a surfer body. Okay. The rest of this was the story to camouflage the fact that she is trying to sell. Oh, she's talking about, young men and energy and all of that. No. That's all the camouflage for he's a hot guy I wanted to fuck.
But I'm not like that. But I'm not like that.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not like that. And how many times did she protest that she's not like that? 3 or 4?
How exactly did she protest, guys?
She kept saying, I'm not into younger men.
Oh, right, at the beginning, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So
what's a phrase? Doth protest too much?
Yes, methinks the lady doth protest too much. So when you see this, understand something, guys. Her panties would have flown off if he had said something to her about, if he'd asked, they would have flown off. Okay.
Yeah.
So she can say, oh, well, I would, I'm just not into young men. No,
right.
all women, all older women are into, 6'3" dudes with, washboard abs. Like,
Well, and yet they are
That's
griping.
what it is, man.
They are whining that older men should consider women of their own age. I'm not
rules for thee, but not for me. That's just rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have been her fault. Just because, sometimes those panties get really heavy. It's like they're made out of lead and the elastic gives way and they just fall to the floor.
I don't know what happened. Gee, I don't know. It's magic.
Well, hey, Steve,
it's the energy. It must have been the energy.
It was the energy. But on a more serious note, listen to how women talk about their cheating. It's that exact style. Oh my! They talk about it as if their panties just got super heavy and they just fell off of their own accord and there was nothing they could do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look,
it came under a spell.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, look, women, if you want to be able to make that claim and just, then you have to accept the consequences of your own choices. Okay? And the consequence is the guy you're with is going to ditch your ass and you get nothing for it.
Yeah, but if they are with the subservient beta, he might actually forgive them for doing this.
Well, got to keep the beta machine rolling then, but...
Yeah.
If she gives him some pity sex once a year or so, and then she goes and finds herself or finds new adventures with these chads, where her panties just fall down.
No, they're just finding themselves.
Yeah. Well, let's keep watching this one. Okay, we will finish it.